Why emergency fund? Emergency fund, this is the amount of money that you need in case the amount of money that you budgeted before, you are run out of money. It can be able to save you from going to financial distress. Yes, of course, I've been talking to a lot of people and I've been telling them, at least point of life, you need to have what you call an emergency fund. This is the money that you already lock it in a place. You get this point? Is already locked in a place that can be able to help you in case of anything happens to your life. And I've always told people the importance of having an emergency fund. It helps you and it comes out what we call a safety net. It just comes out like a net. You see how the net is looking like? Of course, I know you like these videos every time. Make sure you subscribe as you continue on. Now, in these cases here, when we talk about an emergency fund coming out as a net, a safety net, yeah? I think for those people who go to fish, they know how most of the cases when you go to the lake and you want to fish and so on. So it's like a collection, or it's a collection of things. It comes out like a net. Now it's able to save your money in case you run out of cash. Actually, let me tell you the truth. In most cases, when you're going to financial distress, you can go sick. Sometimes you can feel like you're like, oh, okay, I don't just get just give one example. Okay, I've gone through it before and I learned it as a lesson, but it makes you discomfort. You don't feel good. You feel sometimes like you feel like the world can come to an end because some people are pushing you to pay from here. You have lenders that are asking you to pay from here. Everybody is pushing you from time to time for you to be able to pay. What am I trying to say? So in most cases, you need an emergency fund in your life. And I can tell you, it can be able to save you from a lot of financial distress. So as I was mentioning about here number one, being a safety net, it can be able to collect for you some money that you can be able to use in case you have an issue that comes out in your life. Number two, it reduces financial stress. As I mentioned to you, the stress that comes out when lacking money. Okay, assume there's a point maybe you are a person that have money, maybe you're being paid well, and then immediately maybe your employer has already terminated your service. What does it mean? You are going to go now in a place, maybe you don't have a side hustle, you might be going in a place what you call a financial distress, meaning like going to miss some cars that maybe you used to be before. So in that case, you may feel that you're going to really get stressed. Actually, you can get someone be feeling like this when someone is feeling distressed, feeling not okay, and everything like that. So for you not to go to such kind of a thing, you need an emergency fund in your life. Okay, some people have been saying this kind of a thing. Why should I need money? Because I already employed, I'm paying well and everything, and my kids are going to school and everything. Uncertainties happen in life. Okay, as a financial consultant and your mentor, I can always tell you one thing. Uncertainties always happen in life. And that's why you see in most cases, we have been telling people at least don't spend to the last coin. There's about this having money and to the last coin. You see the way thing like a freeze happens today currently. Like you can be able to use all the money that you have, and then it gives you some limit of 500 shillings. So this 500 shillings means is a saving plan for you, like something that can be able to save you in case of an emergency comes out. Like you can be, maybe you're going town and your money is lost, you can be able to get at least 50 shillings to take you back to the house. So that's what I'm trying to mean is don't spend to the last coin. At least even if it's that freeze, remain with something even if it's 300 shillings, that you can be able to get an airtime, you call to someone, then you can be able to get your money out. So in most cases, when you have an emergency fund, it can be able to help you reduce a financial stress. I've been advising a lot of people like these chamans, and I go to people, I talk to them, and I've always been encouraging and been telling them the only way to get out of poverty is having an emergency fund. It is required by each and every person. Of course, it is. Why do I say so? It is because I've seen how a lot of people have been saved by what you call an emergency fund. You can lock it in a bank, you can lock it in a circle, you can lock it somewhere else, you can even have it on your own. Actually, the bit about nowadays is the financial services that we have currently, they enables you to have what they call an emergency fund. You can go to your M-Pesa, then you go to M-Shwari, you lock your money there. Talk about even if it's 10,000, 30,000 there. That is the money that can be able to save you in case like maybe you're not getting employed, you're not getting something like that. You can be able to buy, pay rent here and there, and it can be able to take you some days as you get all figure it out, only going to get another money. So in that case, it can be able to take you out of stress. My good people, it is nothing that can be able to push like what you call death. You see, even the government of Kenya, there are most of these governments, most of people have been affected what they call death. Death can make you sink into depression. Yes, I've seen people going to depression. Imagine such kind of a thing, that where maybe you get your car has been taken away by the bank, loans and so other things. Maybe you bought a house, you bought a land and such kind of a thing, and they're being taken away because you want to finance a loan. What does it mean? So you might go on to call a financial stress, and that when financial stress comes to you, I can tell you, it can be able to mess up with you a lot. Another thing I'll talk about is about a peace of mind. Let me tell you something. There's nothing good when you can be able to sleep today and just knowing you have a piece of, like you have what you call an emergency fund somewhere. Yeah, and just knowing that, oh, in case of anything happen, I have got 20,000 somewhere. That got 20,000 somewhere, I'm able to start with it. Neza buy mboga, I can be able to buy nyanya, I can be able to buy some rent somewhere. I can start a business for 2K. I can even go buy some borage and then start to hawk it around that I can be able to get money. So in most cases, I can tell you, it gives a peace of mind 100%. It just comes to call a surety. It gives you a surety as an investor. So I've been talking to people actually, not only these investors, even if you're a student, even if you're a family person, even if you're a church person and so on, this video is so much important for you. Why? Because what am I trying to say? So when you get an emergency fund giving you a peace of mind, it makes your work to be easier. It makes you like to focus on other jobs as you, just knowing that your life is already secured. I have seen some of these. I think even some of these insurance companies currently, there's some of them which are opting to come with the an emergency fund, or you can be able to be saving 50 shillings, 100 shillings, 300 shillings, and so on. So in case of uncertainty happens in life, of which we have to go through it, because I've been telling people, nature is always unforgiving. Nature is always unforgiving. Uncertainties will always happen. So when uncertainties happen in life, it can be able to give you a peace of mind. Because if you just wake up today and your house is maybe is being auctioned by the bank or some other people, you can just not be able, you can be able to go somewhere and lock your money, then you can be able to pay out on it. What does it give? Or it gives you a peace of mind. Actually, another point here is talk about, it helps to reduce the bad debts. There is nothing bad that comes when lack of money. You see the lack of money. Lack of money brings a lot of things. Number one, it brings what you call disrespect. If you lack money and you try to borrow from people from time to time, I tell you the truth, you are going to lose a lot of people. Don't be borrowing a lot of money from people, because every time you borrow from people, people are trying to avoid you. Because you see, uchaiona unapigia msee tu ako like, hey, niaje bro, don't uko wapi nini nini, and somebody is like, oh, you want to borrow money from me? So what does it mean? So he's going to go away of you because of what? Borrowing money. This will immediately start borrowing money from people. It makes people to go against, to go away from you. Another thing we'll talk about here about the how to avoid the bad debts. Avoiding the bad debts. This, you see, this is shame here. You want to borrow, maybe you want to have a family, of course. Maybe hiyo time hauko umesave vizuri, then unafika mahali unataka kubai kamboga, unapigia mtu haki, nitumie 100 ninunue mboga, I want to buy these things, I want to buy this and there. You see, for you to avoid that kind of a stress, it comes what you call an emergency fund comes in and steps in for this team. Actually, to me, I recommend for every family, for every church, for every person to come up with what call an emergency fund. Each and every person just come with the emergency fund, even if it's not much, even if it's this 1,000 shillings. Can tell you today, this 1,000 shillings is so much great. It can push you for 2 to 3 days as you wait to get another extra money. Yes, of course, you can get 1,000 to 3,000 to 5,000 to 200,000 to 100,000 to 1 million, depending on your capacity of how much money you save at the same time and disposable at the same time, of what you call their abilities that you can be able to have. So it settles a lot of things. Talk about a petty cash. This is something that comes out especially when you have money. You see, there's these things that they don't require a lot of things. They only need to settle things like to repair your car, maybe to buy some clothes here and there and something like that. Maybe you have come to a fixed point. Maybe you want to travel. You have an emergency of traveling, so it can come like an petty cash. You can be able to use it to move somewhere, because maybe you're expecting to be paid, and maybe by your company they pay around by date 5 of every month, so it is only date 5 and they have not paid. What does it mean? The emergency fund now is able to step in and then comes out like a petty cash. You can use it to buy some things here, repair your car, paint your car, paint your house, and such kind of. You see, these are small things that they don't require a lot of funding. They don't require a lot of funding. Just you need to get a small thing that can be able to enable you to go through it out. So in that case, it can be able to help you as a person, especially to go through what you call a peaceful mind. And I've always told people every time, mindset is always that gives people an energy. Get my point? All right. So in that case, emergency fund becomes the most important tool in your life. And I wish everybody up in the comment section, let me know, do you have challenges of getting an emergency fund? Do you have a challenge of trying to create an emergency fund? Of course, I can be able to help you out to create an emergency fund. This can be able to help you and change your life completely. So if you want to grow, you want to make sure that you're successful, you want to make sure that you're becoming better and a bigger person, make sure that you already have in your mind that each and every point, I need an emergency fund. And once you have that emergency fund, your life becomes easier. And you remember, as we say each and every time, learning has never stopped. It's only who you stops to learn. But because I've learned a lot of this, of course, let me see you practicing this kind of having an emergency fund. Thank you very much. Let's meet in our next episode.